Welcome back to Young Tripp Reactions. The first video we're going to do is Teen flashes his prom money online and gets unalived. Make sure that you guys like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification, join the Young Tripp family. There's a lot of people watching, only a handful are subscribing. Also, if there's any videos that you feel that fit the channel that you run across, that you feel that fits the channel, you could post it in my community tab or send it to me over on direct message on Instagram. Also, I wanted to make another announcement because I did just recently receive a comment under one of my videos regarding people wanting to see the video or see videos that I react to. If you want to see the original video will be pinned at the top of the chat and in the link in the description. I am not going to risk my channel, especially over videos that have violence in them, even if it's self-defense, because I have other things on my channel. I am a music content creator. I do music as well too. I do reactions as well too. So I am not risking my entire channel to show somebody one viral video. Secondly, I'm also visually impaired, so it would, you may be able to see the video. You may not be able to see the video because then I got to make sure that the camera is facing everything is facing the right way and making sure everything is in the screen. There are some videos that I have shot that I know for sure that isn't as violent as some of the other videos that I have shot that that I did get on camera. But the video that the person commented under was one of those serious violent videos where somebody was harassing. It was the person at the bank, the one with the female, where she was harassed at the bank by the black lady where they was sitting outside the bank at night. And that was an encounter where the lady got out of the car and started fighting the Karen. I am not putting that on camera. I make music. I put music on my channel. I put reactions on my channel. I will not risk my whole channel when I have other things that's been on my channel for years, including my music, and my music is already monetized. I am not risking that. So just wanted to make sure I let that know now. Make sure that you like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification, join the Young Tripp family, and let's get into this. I know the intro was kind of long, but I wanted to kind of explain that.
Willie D Live.
What's up, family? 17-year-old Deon Wiley III posted prom pics online showing off a stack of money. Just hours later, Deon was gunned down at a post-prom party in a parking lot. Another kid was also shot but is in stable condition. There are no suspects. At least the police is not admitting to any suspects. Now, yeah, this is a tough one right here, fam.
And you should not be, and I know Willie's going to bring it up, so I might as well talk about it now. You should not be posting your money that you've been saving for prom and post it on social media, flashing it. See, he's 17 years old. He should kind of know better about that. But again, because he's not 25 and older, brain not fully developed, that he, just doing teenage things. Hey, look at all this money I got for prom, for me and my prom date, my girlfriend, probably for him to be saving that much money. Probably his girlfriend, look at all this money I didn't save for me and my girl for prom. somebody else probably realized that they're not going to be able to do everything that he's going to be able to do after prom is over, and got jealous, and probably already had some issues with him and pulled up. Um, Not good, not good. This is why you shouldn't flash your money. Not saying that this should have happened to him, not at all. As a person who always wanted to be a homicide detective, and people who've been watching my channel, you know that I would never, say that anything like this should happen to anybody. But also, you got to be careful about you flashing your money online and knowing that you probably got people out there. We all have haters. We all got people who don't really like us and all that. And so you got to be careful with you flashing your money out to everybody. Let's continue. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification, join the Young Tripp family. Let's continue.
Because, this is a tough one right here, fam. Because this did not have to happen. There's a lot to unpack here. Now, I'm absolutely am not going to blame the victim, but I am going to tell you that there's always accountability. There's always accountability. Family, first and foremost, let's talk about the uncivilized mutts who took this kid's life.
Oh, yeah. Let's talk about those uncivilized mutts first. Oh, yes.
What's up, y'all? I'm Percy Miller,
Advertisement,
Master P,
y'all.
and I want to tell y'all, social media, physical products, digital products, it's the way of the future. If you want to grow your business, log in right now with us. Me and Spectacular going to help you
Can't
take
skip
your
it
business
right now.
to the next.
Now I can.
You take somebody's talk about the uncivilized mutts who took this kid's life. You take somebody's life because you see them flashing some money. Now, here's the thing. We don't know for certain that that was the motive, but, it is quite a coincidence that he flashed the money and then hours later he was gunned down in a parking lot, right? Because we've seen this play out before. We understand that there are people out there, there are poor hustlers out there. I call them poor hustlers because they don't hustle in an honorable way. They sit back, watch other people get paid. They watch other people work for theirs. They see what other people have and they say, you know what, I want that, I'm going to go take it. And eventually it always catches up. I mean, they always get caught. I can guarantee you this fool, the fools who did this, is absolutely going to get caught. Their dumb asses are so dumb that they don't even know that they're going to get caught before they do that. And I don't even know at this stage of the game, fam, if some of these fools even care that they're taking their bodies, they're donating their bodies to the prison slave industrial population. I don't even think they understand that. They don't. I think that some of them don't even care. That's how little they care about themselves. This is why it is very important that you vet the people that you hang around. You got to know, man. Like say, man. So where do you see yourself in 5 years, 10 years? And I don't know. I don't see myself. I'm not hanging around your ass. I need to know you got a plan, bro. I need to, because if you ain't got no plan for the future, then chances are you're doing things that are inconsistent with not even being around. There are people out there that have no idea where they want to be in 5 or 10 years. Those are dangerous people to me. I understand.
Absolutely. I agree with Willie. If you don't have no life plan, then yeah, that's scary. Let's continue.
That you have ideas that you want to, dreams and goals that you want to achieve, and it may look like this in 5 years. It may look like that in 10 years. But you got to have some type of idea. Look, man, I don't know exactly what I want to do just yet, but I do see myself doing this, or I see myself doing that. You got to have some type of damn idea. If you ain't got no idea, you don't see yourself in the future, you probably are not going to be in the future, at least not alive. Yeah, these uncivilized mutts are out here, man, and they sitting back and they just waiting. They looking online and they just waiting on somebody to flex, show off that watch, show off that money, show off something of value, show off that jewelry. They looking, they watching everything, and they going in to get it. They are going to go in and get it. So this is why you should not give these uncivilized mutts a reason to come for you. When you pull out that money, when you flash that bread, and you flash that jewelry, you put a target on your head.
Absolutely. And a lot of people don't realize that. You flash that money, that watch, those uncivilized mutts are ready and watching and ready. Let's continue.
You're putting a target on your head. And here's the thing. Pretty much all of us got a target on our head already because we don't know. It can come from anywhere. Like random acts of violence happens all the time. There's uncivilized. We're surrounded by uncivilized mutts in this country. We're surrounded. So it can go down at any time because you got uncivilized mutts who just be taking a chance. Like, I don't know if he got no money or not, but I'm about to see. Hey, stick him up. I don't know if she got something in that purse or not, but I'm about to take it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what's on the other side of that door, but they say it could be some cocaine in there and some money. Let me go see. So you got to have your head on swivel, and you have to think like these uncivilized mutts think. You got to actually go there. Some of y'all say, I can't think like that. You better start. You better start. I'm not saying behave like them. I said think like they do. You have to understand a criminal. You're going to have to figure out how criminals think. You got to think about the psychology of a criminal. If you want to think like them, if you want to understand them, you got.
Absolutely. As a person who always wanted to be a homicide detective, I clearly understand exactly what Willie's talking about and what he's saying. You got to be able to think like them, understand them, not be them, but understand them and be able to understand how they think, how they move, how they be, how they are. That's the thing. That's what you got to do. You got to be able to understand an uncivilized mutt to be able to know how to deal with an uncivilized mutt. Let's continue.
Think like them. If you want to understand why an uncivilized mutt would start an unprovoked war and put millions of people's lives in danger, you have to think like that uncivilized mutt. Now, it may be hard to do, but you got to figure it out because you're living amongst uncivilized mutts and you are the prey. Yeah. So prayer ain't going to get it. You got to be vigilant. You got to be able to defend yourself. You got to be able to put guardrails in place so that you can mitigate any type of harm to you and your family. When you flash that money, see, and here's the thing, I'm not telling you what I heard, I'm telling you what I know. I used to walk around with 10,000 in each pocket, front pockets. But I ain't never had nothing. See, I never had nothing, so I was trying to, look like a big shot. You know what? People get excited when they see a big wad of money. They, ooh, man, he got that money, he got bank. Ooh, man, and I realized after I had money for a while, it kind of wore off. It's like it's no big deal. And look, man, I ain't got to flash my money. They know I got it. I ain't got to flash it. They know I got it, right? But even if they didn't know I had it, long as I know I got it, I'm straight. That flash in money is played. That flash in anything is played because there are people who would kill you and not even take anything. They just.
Absolutely. As I know from watching a lot of, First 48, wanting to be a homicide detective, going to the local homicide detective office here in Kansas City, multiple homicide offices, sitting down with so many of them, the homicide detectives, listening to interviews from suspects and all that. Uh, Absolutely. They will unalive you. And I've watched a lot of First 48 too and a lot of Snap. They will unalive you over nothing. They'll take nothing, intend to take something, unalive you, and leave. And take nothing. Let's continue. Let that sink in.
They just don't like to see you have it. They become enraged. I mean, they get incensed when they see people doing well. People being progressive because their life ain't shit. Their mama wasn't shit. Their daddy wasn't shit. Their grandparents wasn't shit. They ain't gonna be shit. They ain't shit. So when they see you doing it, they gonna start hating. They gonna be hating. So it's best to keep a lot of this stuff to yourself and don't run to social media and put it on social media because this social media is not to blame for people getting killed or ending up in jail and having their lives and their marriages and relationships and business ships ruined. It's not to blame, but it is a tool that people use to hang themselves. It's a rope that people use to hang themselves, right? So you got to be very careful with this stuff. We've seen so many cases, even high-profile cases. Same thing happened with Pop Smoke. Flashing on the internet, drop your location, uncivilized mutts, the killers show up, boom. They're not even understanding. And here's the thing: the killers and the uncivilized mutts, all they're thinking about is what they're gonna do. They're not thinking about what you're gonna do. They're not thinking about what somebody around you're gonna do. They're not thinking about, okay, yeah, we got away with that. Now what? They're not thinking about this person snitching. They're not thinking about how intense the search is going to be to find them. They're not. They don't think about that type of stuff. They don't think, oh, damn, that's going to be that's a brazen crime. Police don't usually let brazen crime slide.
Yeah, they don't think about like any of your relatives or anybody else who may try to find them or end up running across them or finding them or none of that. Think about a lot of the prison stories that I've already released on my channel. For people, I know I've gotten a lot of new subscribers and stuff too. Go check out those. It explains exactly what Willie is talking about. Let's continue.
I can get away with some stuff, but some stuff, man, they're going to come get me. They're going to definitely come. They come looking for me for that. You kill a 17-year-old kid just because he was on and he done went viral for showing his money. That becomes a high profile case. That becomes a high priority case. And they are going to solve that case and lock every last one of you uncivilized mutts up. And your days are numbered. I can guarantee you your ass is going to jail. And life as you know it will never happen like that again. It would never.
And you will get possibly life imprisonment, all because you unalive somebody because they went viral flashing their money, because you wanted to be a part of their money, you wanted to have that type of money, you wanted to be them, and because you're not them, all of a sudden you decide that you want to go unalive them and you become an uncivilized mutt. You probably already were, because you probably were already doing things out here in the community that you had no business doing to begin with. Let's continue.
Never be the same. I can guarantee you. So start kissing your mama and everybody that you claim to love, including your kids, who you really don't love, because if you did, you wouldn't have put yourself in that position to be taken away from them and have another man raise your kids and put your kids in jeopardy because you don't know what type of dude that dude gonna be. Yeah, he might be with your woman, and in the moment your daughter start getting a little age on her, a little bit more weight on her, he start checking her out. You don't know that. See? But you love her. You don't really love. That ain't love, man. Look, a lot of y'all think gangster is going to jail. Y'all think gangster is squeezing that trigger. Y'all think gangsters get loud and being obnoxious and belligerent.
But really, gangster is going to work every day, doing the right thing. A real gangster get up every day and go to work multiple jobs, do multiple different things, out here moving and grooving and doing other stuff, kicking it, having fun and positive ways. That's what real gangster is. Trying to do the right things, do the things that you need to do. Stay up on your feet, doing the right things, going to work 9 to 5s, trying to be, even trying to be an entrepreneur, trying to be a content creator, all of those different things. That's what a real gangster is, not pushing buttons on push button machines. Nah, let's continue.
Y'all think gangster is being aggressive. Real gangsters move in silence. Yeah, it took me a while to understand that. And I wasn't even running around trying to be a gangster. I was just really much reacting to a lot of stuff with gangsterism. You dig what I'm saying? I was just reacting to a lot of things. But y'all gonna learn today. Whoever killed that boy, I can guarantee you they catch their asses. 100%, y'all asses going to jail. Y'all going to prison. Yeah, and you probably ain't got no money to afford a lawyer. That's the cold part. Yeah, that is the cold part.
Oh yeah, they gonna have a public defender that we gotta pay for at the cost of taxpayers. Oh goodness gracious. Let's continue.
The boy was just days away from graduation. Just days away from graduation. His family is celebrating him, and now they have to bury him. Just days away from graduation. And boom, just like that, he's out of here. That's cold-blooded, man. But it happens far too frequently. Y'all be careful by sending your children to these prom parties and stuff. Be careful by sending them to the proms, because these uncivilized muscles who ain't got nothing going for themselves will come through and crash the party. Be extremely careful with these prom parties, because there are shootings in in every state. There's a prom or a graduation party related shooting. Yeah, be very careful out there. Cold game, fam, cold game. R.I.P. Deon Wilder III. No more talk.
Jesus warned about fake believers. Most people think believing
y'all.
in Jesus automatically means you're saved. But
Again, like Willie said, we're not blaming the victim. However, we do have to, of course, point out about, flashing money. His family also should have warned him about that. Should not be flashing money. We all got enemies out here. Everybody do. There's people jealous of everybody. And so you need to not be doing that. Again, part of that was probably, of course, due to him, not being of the age where full brain development to understand not to do that. And it's so unfortunate what happened to him. But like Willie said, those people will be held accountable. They will be locked up. It's so sad. He was, weeks away from graduating as well, too, from high school, moving on to the next chapter of his life. And now there is no next chapter of his life, because now he is with the Lord and Savior. Prayers go out to his family. Let me know what y'all think. I'll have the original video pinned at the top of the chat and in the link in the description. Make sure that you guys like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification, join the Young Tripp family. Also, if there's any videos that you run across that you find that you feel that fit the channel, please post them in my community tab and I'll take a look. Also, you can send them to me over on Instagram through direct message over there. Also, plus come follow me over there because I post over there as well too. Also, I want to point this out again. I pointed this out at the beginning of the video. I am not going to post for these particular videos where that are connected to Rashad Ritchie, or these videos regarding people being racist and the person defending themselves, retaliating. I am not posting those videos where you can actually see them. I have music on my channel that is already monetized. I am trying to get my reactions to the same point where they are monetized. I am not here to have a one-hit wonder trying to post one video where people can see it, so people can see the person getting beat up by the person of color regarding beating up the Karen. If you want to see that, like I said, I have the original video pinned at the top of the chat and in the link in the description. Because I did just get a comment on one of my recent uploads about someone saying, well, we don't want to just hear you talk. We want to see the video. If you want to see the video, it's pinned at the top of the chat and in the link in the description. I am not risking my channel when my channel is already monetized with my music and trying to get my reactions monetized. I am not risking my entire channel to have a one-hit wonder where everybody is playing the video so they can see it. That's not my channel. You can go find somebody else's channel for that. Again, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification, join the Young Tripp family. And also, one other thing. Also, due to me also with my vision loss as well, too, is another reason why I will not show, why I also don't show most of the videos on my channel anyway, because then I got to make sure that the camera is facing the right way and pointing up and all that with my vision loss. There is some videos that I have put out the original video to that I thought that was really worth putting the original video out to, or like shooting the video where you can see it. I have put some of those out, but a majority of those videos regarding Karens and all that, no, I'm not doing that because my channel is already partially monetized with my music, and that can mess up my music, and it can mess up with me possibly getting the reactions monetized. If you want to see the original video, it's pinned at the top of the chat and a link in the description. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and join the Young Tripp family. And also my Instagram will be part of the pinned comment and in a link in the description. So for people who are severely disabled, they can go to the link in the description and you can hit my Instagram from that link in the description. It will open up my Instagram instantly if you click on that link in the description. For everyone else, for people who don't necessarily have disabilities, or if they don't want to go all the way to the description, you can copy the name from the pinned comment to get my Instagram to be able to come over there to follow me over there and send me videos that you think that will fit the channel for me to react to. And I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.